Living with a narcissistic individual can be incredibly confusing and draining, and if you're raised by a narcissistic parent, you can often know that something isn't quite right but believe the behaviour to be normal even though it's far from normal. Or if you're with a narcissistic partner, at first it can seem like you've met someone truly special, charming, confident, attentive. They seem to understand you in ways that nobody has ever understood you before. But slowly things start to shift, and before you know it, you're trapped in a reality that feels like a never ending cycle of confusion, self doubt, fear, and pain. You often end up walking on eggshells around a narcissistic individual. One wrong word, one slightly different tone, and their mood shifts instantly. You can end up replaying conversations over and over in your head, trying to figure out what set them off this time. You learn to carefully choose your words and your tone around them, but somehow you still manage to get it wrong because nothing is good enough for a narcissist. Their words don't match their actions. They swear blind that they love you, that they would never hurt you, but their behaviour tells a completely different story. However, they find a way to blame you. They promise to change, but the pattern repeats, and you start to question whether you're imagining things, whether you're the problem, whether you're going crazy. Because to a narcissist, everything that they do wrong, everything that goes wrong is going to be all your fault. If they lie, it's because you made them. If they hurt you, it's because you pushed them too far. Somehow, you're the one that ends up being the problem. You apologise constantly for things you haven't even done, and even when you're not sure of what you've done wrong. And you feel like you're losing who you are as a person. You're losing yourself, the person you used to be. The one with dreams, hobbies, opinions, confidence feels like a distant memory. You second guess your own thoughts and your own feelings. You second guess your instincts. You turn detective, looking for evidence, looking for proof, because you're no longer sure of what is real. You're either idolised or ignored. One moment they're showering you with love and attention. The next, they're cold and they're distant, acting as though you don't even exist. You keep trying to get back the person that once made you feel special, while questioning what you've done wrong for them to treat you so horrible. Your boundaries mean absolutely nothing, and you start to question whether there is something wrong with your boundaries, whether you're being too difficult, whether you're being awkward. You say no, they push. You explain your feelings, they dismiss them. And over time it becomes easier to just give in than to fight. You tell yourself that it's not worth the argument, it's not worth the silence. You become exhausted, yet you can't seem to leave. You tell yourself to walk away, but something keeps pulling you back in. The fear of reaction, the hope that maybe this time they'll change. The exhaustion of even thinking about leaving can keep you stuck. Living with a narcissist is a slow erosion of who you are as a person. A cycle that keeps you doubting, keeps you hoping, and keeps you hurting. Once you see it for what it is when you can start to implement the actions you need to take to safely break free.